So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kamu Krujé-Hill getting in there and taking him down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 38 yards. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 83 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Wilson. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cards are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after one. First carry for James Conner. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to Conner here on first. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Murray fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Hall want to give up the middle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give him that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Conner. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now Murray off play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep.
Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. The man in motion is Brown. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Quick slant to Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Berrios now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Throwing on first down is Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down. And the Cards will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Now Wilson on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets are back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
side is Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on.
Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 35 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
116 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
He's going to look deep for more. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, 48 yards.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Robbie Anderson, 32 yards.
And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several. And, my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 27, Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 73 yards.
And the Seahawks need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And right away, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's a running play for Juju.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Now Geno on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop, too, and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
3rd and 2, Smith. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And Mahomes going to run again. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
He lets it fly for Lockett, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the red zone now, Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Myers' kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
After the interception, here's Smith. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Deep ball for Goodwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin, 69 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes on the move. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Mahomes.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll set up to throw. That is pulled in by a diving Kelsey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception.
And the seat.